And that's something that G2 Gozen are going to have to be worried about. I'm assuming we'll see the same compositions coming out from both teams. Yeah, they've not really had a chance to kind of build up anything new. Gentlemates looked incredible with this comp yesterday as well. So keeping it the same makes a lot of sense. But this is now where Gentlemates, their retakes, this is what to watch with them.
I also like that they have mirroring comps here because, again, it gives us that ability to see who really is coming out on top here. And it's down to the players as well, how they play these agents. It's not a matter of, you know, oh, they ran a comp that perfectly countered. No, they are running the same comp, and that gives us even footing to judge them. Who really is going to be going to that grand final first and foremost?
Yeah, and you unlock in the grand finals, right? You get that advantage. You don't have to worry about facing the winner of Carmine Core or Giant X. Obviously, especially if you're looking at G2, Giant X is an opponent they've lost to and they've beaten this stage already. Inside of Gentlemates, well, I don't think they'll be too worried, but they don't want to risk it. You don't want to risk going down to the lowers. Both of the teams' expectations now, maybe not at the start of the split, but now, are to make it into grand finals and to win stage 1. And they need a win here to secure themselves that grand finals.
I know that yawn spray is going out already. Gentlemates, they're bored, they're tired. They want to get straight into the action here. And it looks like a lean over to, I say a lean, it's not just a lean, it's a full committal over towards A here early on. And again, Sheriff out on Amy. Couple more coming out from Gentlemates here. Arming Marty, and I think after what we saw on both the first few maps, arming Marty up to the 9s is the best possible course of action.
I mean, she won that pistol round on split for them with that ghost, and now she's got the Sheriff, the longer range of breeze. It's going to allow even more of that, but immediately, Toka is the pressure coming towards her. And she waits out. She doesn't want to die yet. She wants to get the team in for the Flood retake as soon as possible.
They bolt on out. Akita pushing on forward. Finds the first there. Nami's got one, but is instantly traded on out. Managing to duck into a smoke. Hills go back and forth down to the 2 versus 1. Marty able to get the reload out in the open, but Amy reload of her own just in time for the final nail in the coffin. The final bullet in the body. I say that as they continue shooting the body afterwards, but final bullet to get the job done.
And get it done, they did. I love what we're seeing with the neons on this map, sliding around the back of pyramids in the front of yellow to collapse onto anyone coming for the retake through double doors, and Akita does it perfectly. Amy with a Marshal, enabled to go hunting, essentially. She's going to be looking in mid to start with, but Akita's got the Vandal. Long-range battles against all of these classics, she's going to be so favoured. And Gentlemates, they're good at ecos. They're good at getting some thrifties in that they probably shouldn't. But Breeze is the difficult map for it. And classics, when you're going up against these G2 players armed to their teeth, going to be so difficult to do. Mimi's got a TP out of here. She's just making noise. She'll head over towards B. That looks to be where the spike is heading. You can see the pings on the map.
We can indeed. Spike now being retrieved. Mimi this time cautiously working her way onto site here, but look, backside heavily swarmed here as well. First fight being taken, 2 players spotted there, I'd imagine. Mimi has to duck on out of there. Akita caught out in the open. Vanya's going to be able to trade. Mimi's got one of her own, but again, it's 2 for 2. Amy there steps on up. Backside, Nami. Vandal in hand, that needed to be the difference maker, and Berry X. Oh, enemies on all sides, enemies on all fronts. And G2, they do convert, but on the plus side, given what they came into this with, Gentlemates, they make something of it at least.
Yeah, getting a couple of nice kills there, especially on the people like Berry X, people like Nami, filling up those ults as much as you can. And they've now got the guns. Light shields on Toka. Regen on Marty, so it's not perfect, but they're not going to fall easily to the Marshal that Ever has in her back pocket. As G2 leaning over towards A to start with, this comp favors this site so heavily.
Berry all caught out in the open. Good for the first drone spotted. Akita there to trade the drone, just a distraction. Nami steps up when needed. Round the corner needs a little bit more. Ever though, headshot with the Guardian is perfect. So many shock darts coming on through. There's the first shot lined on up. Ever now left alone on this side. Rotate so far removed. Amy might get caught out in the open as well. They both managed to duck and weave around the bullets. Wenz is going to win this fight on out, and that leaves just Ever alone, knowing that there's one player in mid. Dispatches. And that's going to be the chance to try escape, but the issue is Toka's watching you, and everyone on the team gets a kill on the board for a team ace in round number 3.
But they do lose a lot of players as well. Ree going down. Oh, some nice kills there coming in. The slide from Nikita is brilliant. I mean, this fight, yeah, a little bit late, but Wenz eventually wins it out. But Ever still taking that down, taking her out of the round. It's so much good damage done. Gentlemates can buy up, but his light shields lacking a little bit of utility as well. SG2, they're feeling pretty happy with how that went, and Vanya's actually got the Outlaw on the attack side. It's going to be basically an up against everyone except for Marty.
Wen's going to be the first on up. Head spotted. Allowed to live for now. Marty holding the line here. Amy in mid. Now there's no escape plan here, and might get caught out in the open. Spotted. Players pushing out from elbow here. Toka goes over the top. That's going to spot 3, and this is information to work with, but you still got to fight your way out of being trapped in mid here. Jump on out. No one's going to be allowed mid control. Spiked again over towards B, and there's been no move from these players. They have been holding steadfast, but look at Marty's position. The first dips on out. Doesn't want to go for anything more. Will not be punished for the hubris. Akita. Luck shots, but it's Marty to find Mimi. Spins around, finds Akita as well. Vanya, we talked about the pocket op. In the Outlaws, found one. Marty's low as well, but it doesn't matter because it's a 1 versus 4, and Wenz is round the corner. 2-4-2, round 4 keeps us even.
I'm loving the fight that these teams are bringing. But now G2 down to an eco. The GC Sheriff's in hand. They're on the attack side, which is the side you kind of want to be on. You can usually get towards the site with this double duelist, but Marty doesn't allow them to get anywhere. They can take the site, but it's at the cost of their life. And again, we're seeing now G2 down low on money. The Outlaw in the hand of Marty on the defense over towards mid. And Nikita's making a lot of noise. She's heard here.
Oh, Marty, lovely find there. Akita knew that she had to fight her way somewhere. Needed to find a frag or something for the team, but will be unsuccessful now. Amy tucked on in, joining the rest of the team as they head over towards A. Maybe if Vanya can find something, a pivot point to work with. Maybe try punish some of the rotates, but again, with that gate crash going through spawn, even that has me with some doubts. And they're desperately trying to hunt down Ever on that pick. Berry's found the first relay bolt round the side. Ooh, a survivor. They don't want loose ends, and Berry X going hunting for it. Round the corner, slowly creeping round, lines up the shot through the edge of the wall. It's clean. Mimi and Vanya, last players left. And look at that, they've cleared all the way through A main. They've cleared all the way through mid. There's only one place left. Mimi's found a headshot. Won't be able to recover the weapon just yet. It's going for it here, though. But it is watched from all angles. Toka with the recon, and Nami swings on out. Doesn't even need it. And a lovely way. The lovely play for information. And they know where everyone is at all times.
And they're safe with it as well, right? Like Marty's TPs to keep herself safe. The stun off the back of that wall coming down in A main was so beautiful. Gentlemates, they just seem to be winning out this map. Obviously, it was against an eco, against a thrifty. And now G2 goes and they can buy back up again, but Marty's got the op. Everyone actually, except for Wenz, over towards the A site, and it looks like G2, they want to start the push towards B, towards mid. Pretty standard mid default here. No big surprises. And this is allowing Gentlemates to realize, yeah, they set up their Euro Marty on the line with the op, and they can now rotate. They can go and join Wenz towards the B site, towards mid, stop her getting splitted on.
Here
we go, slowly. Splash to go on through. Wen's holding the line. Here's the fast lanes go up. Knows the drone's nearby. Mimi working back sight here. Wen's is in for a world of hurt. Actually manages to find two here. Punished eventually by Mimi, but Berry X is there to trade. She says, you've done enough. I shall avenge you. And now 2 versus 4. Spike's not even remotely close to being able to be planted here. They push further back. They hug the back wall. Amy's found the first to jump on up, looking to punish. Ever's found another, and suddenly this has gotten very scary. And Berry X tucked on in, hoping for a peek. Has Marty long range here with the op. There's the first needed. The peek on out for the second. She will collect both and settles the debt. 4-2. Gentlemate starting to take a lead here.
And this is their stronger side, right? They need, a similar to on split, they need to be looking to get around 8, maybe 9 on this half. But it's quite a long path to go. Wenz is taking them that way. So we almost see Amy back, but I mean, Marty, Ever just peaks a little bit too late, allowing Marty the pleasure of getting another one in the chamber. And now, G2, they time out. They want chance to think, chance to plan, work out what's going wrong, because they can buy up here, but it's not a comfortable, not a nice buy.
Look at the ultimate.
Basically anyone except for, that is the big thing, right? G2, they have a lot of ults. It's Christmas on over there in February, yes. And fully use them. If they can get towards the site, get Amy's Viper's pit down, the weaker weapon kind of evens out.
Maybe? I don't know. I feel like this coming in around the... We'll see. But I would like to see them being used. Because we talk about this a lot. It's great having them on, leaving them for a rainy day, right? But you're in the middle of drought. There is a rainy day. You want them the opportunity to use them. And sitting on them, it's only gonna, sit there. I want to see them use. I want to see them nice. They have many, and then the cycle is broken, and the half is not too far being done after that.
Here.
Such information found from the dimensional drift. One up over the top there. He's found one. Gate one out here. He comes up. Hey, Manchester. Though Nami is got
out of charges.
Very knows who's there. Has to reposition. She's cleared out the back of this side. Shoots the drone.
One enemy remaining.
And there it is. When springs
down
Mimi
A.
last player left. The player that you already knew was into the cubby. And Marty finds it. Takes her a little while to work all the way around. But she had that pick in the back.
They must have a death wish or something.
One enemy remaining.
Here.
Indeed, and look at this up there. Token.
Shock dart.
I'm out of here. I have the spike. Poison orb emitting. Poison's off.
Hi! Concealment! Shocking! Spike down A. 30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Brother, my ult is ready.
Shocking!
back in.
Spike down.
Nami immediately shuts it down right there. Very XOR. I mean, the shotguns, they're a lot of fun. They just shut down Gentlemates. They're feeling so confident. Like,
Don't get in my way.
Double.
Back up. I'm out of here. Spike down mid.
Poison orb emitting. Welcome to my world.
Die.
Spike planted.
Doka, her opposing number. A little bit of body spam just for fun. But I don't think Gentlemates could really push into this. They've not got a lot of ways in, but Nami's hunting. She's looking. They've got the money behind them. Any damage they can do to G2 is good.
Last player standing.
And now, Toka, last player left. So far removed, nothing you can do to save the situation, but if you can recover even slightly, that'd be good. But Akita, no, long range, takes the fight, wins it on out, and both will be allowed to save their weapons into the next round.
And keeping those is good. They've got the money behind them anyway, but what a round from G2. Just timing after timing found. First by Mimi and then over towards mid. Eva joining in on the fun as well. Eventually shut down, yes, as Nami not able to do too much, but G2 happy. And is this a timeout inside the astral domain? I enjoyed that. That's a lot of fun.
That's quite pretty. But, I mean, Wen's has been a really standout thing. She's really stepped up in this map, right? We talked a little bit about individually was maybe not her best performance last map, but she's really already been putting in the work, putting up the numbers, and she's just been a player that's really impressed. We talk about how she's had a really long, really tenured career, climbing her way back up to the top right now, and I think this roster she's been a really integral part of and really at the heart of.
Yeah, this is the furthest she's been, and I mean, Breeze, it seems to be her domain. Viper loves it. And when you've got a Viper like her, there's no doubt you can be pushing on forward. No one is ready for what's coming this year. The confidence coming out from Wens, from the entirety of the Gentlemate side. And that confidence is what they're going to need to keep on pushing on the defender side to get up to 8, maybe 9 if they can, to shut down G2. Because it's a difficult task.
It is. They are a force to be reckoned with. Akita tucking in on close. Berry X can hear the jump. Now she's known for these aggressive plays and has Nami as the second piece here. Finds the first, spins for the second, but the issue is Vanya and Eva have found their picks from further afield. And that brings the whole site crumbling down on top of them. And I mean, you've got Toka nearby, but look at this mid presence from Amy. Cuts off the rotates.
Oh, and I mean, Marty's shutting down this so well. Managing to sneak past Amy. Gentlemates, if you try and go for this, you need Toka alive, you need the drone, you need the recon. And Marty's found a good timing, but already Vanya's watching it. Wait,
Oh,
Eva!
but she finds Eva instead. Devastation, because they now know where both of these players were trapped. And Vanya's got to find a way out here, is hearing the footsteps. Shot rings on out, clean shot, and the issue is needed Marty to step on up here. And so many lineups for this. The stall capability of these two is immaculate. There's the swing on out. Token leads this fight, is unable. And I think the Snakebiter just missed the mark, but it doesn't even matter.
I mean, Vanya's so good in those clutches. A lovely little 4K to clean it all up. Did sacrifice Ever's life for ex-teammate from BBL and now here on G2. Said, you know what? I'm going to let you die for this. I'm going to win the round for us. Don't you worry. But now, gentlemates, all they can get, all they can hope for on this half is 8. And I think they really need to get it. But G2've got Cosmic Divide up online. They've got the Hunter's Fury as well. The post plants can be just as devastating as before.
There's so much opportunity for disruption. You can't let them get into these post plants. Hunter's Fury out very early, desperately trying to find and catch Wens there. Unable to. Vanya, oh, it's a crispy shot. It's beautiful.
Cutting through.
Maybe. Gate crash goes on through, waiting round on this corner. And that wall fades in for a world of hurt. 2 players on door. She's ready for the first. Nami's not ready to clear this corner. Akita's found one, and that leaves Berry trying to pick up the pieces here. And she's doing so successfully. Vanya's been spotted out as well. They're tapping her away. Again, if we took the defuse, the lineups. Slowly.
Last
Tucked
player
on
standing.
in. Berry goes down. Just Marty. I say just Marty like she hasn't been amazing. Situation
Stop
at hand.
trying.
So much to ask of. And is looking maybe just to try to stick it there, but the issue is going to be not able to do so. She's holding it right now. 16 health. Vanya just at the very last second denies the sneaky defuse, denies it all, and everyone will
Last
be wiped
round
clean
in the
from the
half.
server. But it doesn't matter because G2 are bringing it back.
They really are. Our gentlemates don't have the money. They don't have enough to really get the full buy-in. I mean, Mimi getting 2 very nice kills here.
So-
Eventually does trade her out.
There was 0.36 seconds left on that one. That hurts because you see it the first time. You see the first, you know, Molly drop, and you're like, oh, if you just stick it, maybe. But she feels uncomfortable holding it for that long. Takes the fight, and But yeah, these are fine margins, and we said with these 2 teams coming into it, it was going to come down to a matter of pixels. And Akita's found the pixels up the bed.
Next.
Really good drop from the gravity. Hold them for even just a second. Gives Marty time to get into position, but Vanya's taken down Toka. Now he gets one, but is traded out instantly, and now you know that Marty's coming from behind. Spike will go down, and gentlemates this time, not only is there stall potential that they've got to try fight against, they've got a numbers disadvantage so hugely. Smoke goes on out there, the dissipate, and Wen's round the corner. It's going to catch Amy off guard here, but against the 2 versus 3, and so much stall capability.
It's going to be so difficult to push in, but gentlemates, they have no choice. They need to get to 7 if they can.
I mean, there's no round after this to save for. This is the end of the half. Full change. Flash goes on through, forced out into the open, into the fight there. We talk about the stall, the gravity well, but can't quite stick it. Needs Wens to go crazy here. Wens falls fully stunned on up. Vanya finds the last, and that's going to be it. A 6-6 half.
Switching sides.
Kill them.
Last player standing.
And here we are, 6-6. We couldn't be more even if we tried, and it has been a very momentum-heavy half from both sides. But who will be the team to take the pistol? Who will establish the early lead and give themselves the advantage that both of them so desperately vying for?
And this is the thing, gentlemates, they're good at the gun rounds, but the pistols are usually where they falter, especially on the attack side. They're still well below 50% despite doing pretty well the latter part of groups, and they're pushing over towards A to start with. Both of these teams will favor the A site for their executes. It's where their comps are honestly, and it's only Amy here.
Toxins going up.
Amy waits, that both goes over just as an early push here. Flashes, smoke coming on out, a little bit disorientated, and that's where G2 will thrive. They've created it, and now they've got a hold of the site once more. Toka around the corner, Vanya's waiting for Vanya, just a little bit quicker, finds the head. Wen's just looking for the trade, looking for the picks, knows this round looks a little bit too far gone, wants to fight for it, tooth and nail. And ever beautiful find there, and G2, we talked about it, a pistol round to step on up.
And they're expected to win those usually. G2's defense pistols are where they shine. They know the fundamentals of where to sit, where to stand, waiting for their opponents to walk into their crosshairs. And they love this breeze. 7 times, 86% win rate.
Here.
That shows how strong they are here, how strong they are on this map. They lean towards A, the TP comes to B. But, gentlemates, they're pushing up to A. Just the old Torbs. I'm sure if this was Abyss, they'd jump off the map if it was possible. Once they get these ults. But if they can get the spike down, it's good for them. It's beneficial.
And that's all you're really looking for. And now, waiting. They've not been given an opening pick. They've not been given anything to work with just yet. And a minute already whittled off.
The time. Not a massive factor for gentlemates. They're not expected to win this. They'd like to do some damage as much as possible, at least. Vanya spots them. The rotation surely coming on over, and the stall from the Astra. So nice on this map now.
It is, and Vanya, not only has the stall been amazing, but the kills have been too. They come flooding in. Marty finds one in response, but it is a weak and feeble reply to an absolutely dominating question. And the question being, who can stop G2? Right now, nobody.
And that's what I think G2 are going to be feeling, right? The resilience that you get as a team of veterans who have worked together for so long. You know each other. You know what the other's going to say, how they're going to play before they even think of it. Like that little moment, right? The jiggles coming out from Mimi with Ever then swinging around just to get that pick. Making sure that people didn't die. They kept the guns. And now, again, oh, spam damage already done. Berryx taking a fair bit of it. Vanya, good for that, even with the Bulldog. I think gentlemates, they just want to execute. They just want this site. They want the spike down. They want to get into the post plant.
On up straight side.
Here.
I like to side. My gosh, the A side takes me so good. And gentlemen, right down and with the pick unanswered. There's somebody on the other side of the boxes, though, distracted by the player on Oryx. Vanya goes on this, and that's going to be a bit of a problem because an unknown is an unknown canyon, and that, and she finds these most devastating multi-kill flash over the top, and all she's had to do is sit and wait patiently. He's got the first there. Vanya then swings on out on no, but Berry they don't. But good forward. They take bonus round, not necessity to keep one on the track. They find it. No round we head into. This is the linchpin.
The most important round of this series so far for Gentlemates.
Heading to the above.
To be able to send themselves forward into the grand finals. They're one away from the dimensional drift. Potentially a key player in this round if they can get it online. Marty's used it mostly to good effect, sometimes jumping out of it a little bit early in her opponent's face without a shorty. Not really what you want to see, but VARIX, Mimi's heard her. Ever's watching her back though. Just jumping back away, the drone used in the fight. Vanya wins it out.
Right down A.
Oh, not only do they win it out, but with Akita's pick as well, they dominate the opening round. Player advantage and thin the number so dramatically. And Berry X has found a very nice flank all the way around the world here and can either just post up and allow what I'm assuming is going to be Marty just to rotate on in and plant. The further that Berry X pushes it here, the more dangerous this gets, really for both sides. She can cut off the rotates, but unfortunately Marty's alone on site, and with all of these players going the other direction, is a little bit far removed from the situation for now, but actually having a little bit of a look back towards mid, making sure not to overextend too far.
Yeah, I'm not sure she's really going to get played in the way she wants. It's not even planted for her, really. Don't know if she's able to see that from tunnel. G2, they've got the right idea with this flank. They've got the time to push it off, but it's the two duelists, Marty, VARIX. What can you do in this post plant? You need to win this, and Marty's already been spotted.
Already been spotted, already been seen. Oh, what a shot from Berry X. And this is the way to keep yourself going. Huge advantage, and that spikes out in the open. There's not even time, even if Amy had found the pigs here. And goes down to Berry X. And it's an amazing stabilization from them. Early round, it gets a little bit shaky. But G2, doesn't matter, player disadvantage. Gentlemates, they want the fight, they want the heat, and they want it even in the disadvantageous situations.
Yeah, I mean, what a round from them. Getting those duelists into that late number situation. That for Barry, what a shot onto Mimi. She's able to clean up Ever. A round that Gentlemates absolutely needed, because now G2 are on Nika, but Mimi's already found a pick.
Hold up. Okay, maybe gets a little bit greedy for the weapon there, but going down after overextending for a weapon does not erase what a snazzy shot that was. But
really nice
again,
opening.
it puts them in a really uncomfortable situation, because 4 versus 4, even if we take the weapons out of the situation here, 4 versus 4 innately favors the attacking side.
It does. They've only got Amy over towards the B site. That drone has kept those A players locked on. And there's no Yoru for the quick rotate. She was taken out immediately. Amy's gone so low, and the snake bite's too late. Sight is completely under the control of Gentlemates. And G2 now left in the same situation as last round.
And there's absolutely nothing they can do. Look at this position from Toka. Cuts them off and stops them before they even can approach. Nice position here. Akita's managed to slip the net a little bit, and Berry X is here. It's going to need to have quick reactions, because Ever's not far away as well. Has Nami as well, which means round the corner, even if she misses, someone's there. And look at that, immediately knows where the last is. Just playing with her food. The movement tech, she's styling on them. But Nami steals away the kill, says, enough with this. Let's not get cocky and overconfident, right? This is still the queens that we're up against. And you know what they say, if you go for the throne, you better not miss. And Nami says, okay, pack it in.
I feel like that's a little bit what Berry X was saying there to Mimi as well, but Gentlemates, they get the site, and Toka, after droning towards main, left to collect in mid, and the G2 timeout, it's got to come through. They know that the swing rounds are coming, the most important round here. If they lose this, it's probably getting Gentlemates up to 11, and if you look back to the first half, it was streaky, right? It was 6 rounds in a row for Gentlemates. And if they get 6 here, If they get another 3, that's up to 12. G2 cannot allow that to happen. They have a buy. They should have good guns. They've got the Cosmic Divide. They're 2 away from the Overdrive and the Hunter's Fury as well. Gentlemates already have their ults. They already have their guns. They have everything they need to win out the next round and push on to 11 or 12.
And that is a daunting prospect. This has been a very back and forth game, but it's quite aesthetic to look at, isn't it, on the scoreboard with this? It's almost symmetrical. A nice little pattern going on.
It's basically the same pattern so far. G2 need to disrupt it, right? They cannot allow 6 rounds, another 3 rounds in a row here, to be the exact same. Gentlemates.
Serious point.
You are divided.
But here we go, Marty on site already, spotted out too. Vanya being called here. Oh, VALORANT's just missing the smoke, the lethal smoke, but Vanya spins around, finds Toka. Another player spotted by all of the recon utility. Vanya desperately trying to figure out where she is on the map, has found a safe space to tuck on in, and we saw her be so disruptive from this position, unchecked and unknown. Wall goes down, Cosmic Divide parts. Marty giving herself an exit plan if needed ever. Not really able to see too much over the wall here. Marty round the corner, senses something, spots a gun grabber, just lines up the shot on her head. Why not? Has time for it. Berry dancing with the angle, just trying to play for the information, something for our team to work off of here. They've got the advantage. Vanya so low. Here's the footsteps. Does she want to swing out for this? That 2 steps that she hears. Ever's got one, Nami for the next. Now Marty swings one out. Oh, in the open, Ever goes down. Tap on the spike. They know where the last is. And wins. It's a perfect shot as Gentlemates find themselves a 10th. And that pattern that we talked about, we're just retracing our footsteps right now.
But G2, they managed to save enough guns to now get the operator online. That's going to be the pattern breaker. This round, it was a hope. It was a dream. Lower weapons, yes. They weren't able to get it, but now going into the next is where they're going to take the fight to Gentlemates, where they're going to try and push up to 9 rounds, start their streak of 4 to get up to series point themselves before Gentlemates can. Mimi's got the op over towards mid. I mean, Gentlemates, they love exploring over towards tunnel, but I think this is just a hard exec. They're ignoring her.
Exactly. You can't beat them. Completely just ignore them. Maybe round the corner, finds the clone. The Hunter's Fury invested. Amy's just trying to find anywhere safe to play. Narrowly dodging the gravity well and the snake bite and the Hunter's Fury. Spam through the wall. Oh, that's not even going to be the end. It all comes down to the shorty, the most miserable of ways to have ended the onslaught, but it's fine. Stabilization, potentially 4 versus 4 is where we find ourselves, but Spike's down. Lovely relay bolt. Marty's just going to dip on out of there. Viper's Pit's on down as well, which makes us uncomfortable. Trying to fight backside. Marty gets the first, spotted the second. Dancing with the annual. Vanya's so low here. Reload comes on through, has to reload herself. Gets caught on the reposition. Wen's still in her own Viper's Pit. So much clearing. Amazing. She snaps back round. Nami's found one as well. And just Vanya's so low on health. And we talk about the credits, we talk about the money. Just has to back away and save this. That's the only option. She does find one on the exit, but Nami, she does not let this go unpunished. And she says, this is our series. This is our stage.
They want the grand finals. They want to lock it in. The new team on the block. This roster built from so many individuals has come together in an incredible way. And now G2 without any guns saved. Weak weaponry. A Bucky for Vanya. Sheriffs and Shorties for the rest. An Overdrive for Akita maybe, but that's consistently been shut down by Gentlemates. They don't allow it to get anywhere near the value it could. As they go aggressive towards mid, but Gentlemates, they're just taking B. They're ignoring that push towards mid.
Completely and utterly, and we said, if you know the problem's there, why would you face it head on? David and Goliath, you know, didn't fist fight each other, did they? It was a game of skill, of strategy, of the mind. And that's what they've done. Sidestep the issue. Akita's managed to find the first. Berry X round the corner looking for one. Akita finds it. And this is all just off the ruse. Berry X is dancing on their graves. Now, the shots have been good from the Sheriffs, don't get me wrong, but the situation too far removed. Winter's going to punish as Mimi tries to reach for the weapon. And Marty does go down, but Berry X is here, and she is here to stay. And 12 rounds, that series point found. 4 needed for G2 to even bring this to overtime.
I mean, 4 in a row. They've got the ults, they've got the guns. Yeah, maybe they might be able to find something, but Gentlemates are looking unstoppable. At every turn, if 2 are flashed, a third is not and ready to clean it up. They're so good at following each other up, backing each other up. The teamwork is impeccable. And the shots are really good as well. G2. Now, they're playing against the default. It's not a hard exit this time around. Can G2 find a way to come back in?
Wen's looking for it. Hungry for it. 1 round is all that they need right now. Relay bolt goes on over the top. The jump on down. Berry's found 1, but it has been traded. The over-aggression, the eagerness to close this round on out might have caused them some problems here. Nami is back. Sight and Toka's found the pick needed to equalize. Ever round the corner. This is going to be the fight. This could be the fight to determine the game. And Wen swings out for 2. And just Vanya left. The superstar. The GOAT. 1 versus 3. We've seen her do it before, but Wen's lining up on the angle here. They're tucking on back. They haven't actually planted just yet. Hoping to lure her in. Finds the first there. Smoke goes out into her face, though.
This is how the 1v3 happens. Vanya's done this exact thing so many times. This is possible, but Gentlemate's on the horizon of getting to the grand finals.
And here it is, Vanya has creeped a little bit further forward round the corner. 2 players waiting. The swing on out from Nami to close it out. And Gentlemates have done it. Taken vengeance for the group stage. Taken down the Giants. And a 13-8. They close out the series and they stamp themselves as the first grand finalist team.
No one is ready for what's coming this year. A potential for G2 Gozen, the champions of EMEA so consistently. They're not in the grand finals, they're not locked in yet as the coaches are lifting each other up.